But what a match we've had so far here. And every sign that it's going to carry on after the interval. Ratajski finds himself behind by a couple of legs against Chris Dobey. The pair have been producing excellent arrows so far. Dobey averaging 110 going into this 11th leg. Ratajski 106 himself, but that's rising and rising.
Laughable standard from both players. These guys just always seem to deliver. They've got such a high level of belief with what they're doing right now.
Ratajski did lead the match 4-2. Dobey has turned things around, winning the last 4 legs. The most important one in amongst all of the excellence was the 9th, in which he took out 121 after a 180. With Ratajski affording him an opportunity there. Nobody's going to have it easy, are they? Dobey a long way behind in this leg, but he's rattled one in to make sure Ratajski has to take this out.
Correct. 7th 180 from Chris, but a clinical 80 out from Ratajski. It's just quality wherever you look.
Well, it's a rot stopper, and it's strange to say that for a man who's been playing at the level that Krzysztof Ratajski has for the last half an hour.
Whoever loses this one's going to feel very nauseated.
Yeah, remarkable darts, and it is the last match of our round 4 action here on stage 2. Thanks for joining us this afternoon and evening. All those of you who've dipped in and out of the coverage here, it has been dramatic, entertaining, and it looks like we have saved the best until last. We will of course be back with a double session tomorrow, live exclusive coverage of stage 2 here on PDC TV.
I have to say, Chris, these new darts of Ratajski looks more dangerous than ever.
Yeah, I agree, and I think he agrees as well. Very, very confident, having picked up a title already this year, Krzysztof Ratajski. He was the winner of a floor event in Wigan, Players Championship 4, in an excellent final against Ian White, which he won in a last leg shootout.
Yeah, only went to a last leg shootout because of a 155 checkout from Ian White when Ratajski was on a double for the match. One of the best finishes of the year. He
was on the wrong side of a sudden death shootout defeat against Michael van Gerwen at PC6 in the semi-finals. And he also reached the quarters on the Euro Tour last weekend, of course.
Yeah, I think the Euro Tour is something he has earmarked this year to have some serious success.
Yeah, won in Gibraltar last year. I think he's earmarked a TV event for serious success as well, Krzysztof Ratajski, because he's too good not to experience that.
People tend to forget that he's a world master.
16.
Now, can he repeat the trick from the last leg? Same double. Not the same result. It'll be really interesting to see where Chris goes here. Does he go for the 60 or does he go for the 25? Now it's double-double. Double-double, it's a great lie. And it's absolutely sensational from Hollywood.
Well, he's giving it some as well, Chris Dobey. He's certainly up for it, and he's certainly up to it. Serving it up to Ratajski. What a match this is.
Just that good. That shot was just so confident. And one of the reasons why Chris Dobey is becoming one of the most watchable players. When he was playing against Ron Meulenkamp at the World Championships, he said defiantly, when he was under the cosh, "I'm not going anywhere." He said it to the camera and to the audience and everybody watching at home. And what did he do? He stayed right there. And he won the match. He's growing into such a box office player.
100.
Well, only 100 there from Dobey, and I say that because the average score has been much higher. We'll take this brief hiatus in play to let you know that Michael Smith has beaten James Wilson 10-4. And I said that we've not had a really big shock so far. Well, Adrian Lewis has just been on the receiving end of it because Jason Lowe has beaten the former champion here 10-4.
10-4. Tough times ahead for Adrian Lewis, maybe. I think It may need to be said that changes need to be made by Camp Lewis if he is going to have a successful 2020.
It will be Jason Lowe that remains in this tournament. Yeah, as much of a shock as the result itself, it's that scoreline, isn't it, Paul?
Very much so.
100 average for Lowe as well, who is a very capable player. Those who have been watching the Pro Tour on PDC TV will be well aware of that.
That has got to be the story from the outside boards. The story on this one is that it could be within one for Ratajski again. He's got to be careful here, though. He'd love 2 shots at 32. He might have to hit this. And it's a wonderful shot. So clinical on the outer ring, both of these guys. 50% on doubles, both of them. And Ratajski may be a little bit above that now.
Another for Chris Dobey, that's number 8, and I think 3 or 4 of them have been at the beginning of legs. Seems that this pair are determined to deliver perfection in this match.
177.
Whatever you can do, I can get 3 less. But still have that little 9 pop up to the left-hand side of my name.
96.
It's been one of the best games I've ever seen at Minehead, this.
I'm kind of glad it's a last one, Paul, because wouldn't envy the players who would have to follow it.
Well, I was the one who said to Bunting and Van der Voort, follow the O'Connor and Chisnell match. Little did we know that we were being served up this wonderful dessert.
Delightful darts from the pair of them.
45.
But it is Ratajski at the moment who is just having to play the role of chaser in the match. Dobey looking a bit of a banker to increase his lead to a couple of legs again, and this time move a couple of legs from the checkered flag.
Have to tip my hat to that approach from Dobey. And now Ratajski is saying he needed that approach.
That's what's happened all the time in this match. If you're on a finish, your opponent's hit big and said, you're going to have to hit it. And most of the time, they have hit it.
Correctamundo. Dobey is 2 away. And if Ratajski is going to win this match, the score from here, at the very worst, has to be 4-1 to Ratajski. And with Dobey playing this well, I can't see him beating Dobey 4 legs to 1.
96.
This has been one of the best performances of Chris Dobey's career up to date. It's been that good.
Neither player has buckled, but Chris Dobey certainly has produced an excellent display, not just in terms of the standard, but the aggression that he's brought to the party as well is something that we don't see that much of from Chris Dobey.
Well, more so these days. I think there is a time and a place for it. I think he's starting to learn when he needs to vent that emotion and that tension.
What's encouraging for Chris Dobey is that he seems to be improving year on year. It's not the giant leaps, but it is reasonable sized steps from Chris Dobey.
He's trying to say he's more of a small step kind of guy instead of a giant leap.
Well, listen, if you ask Michael van Gerwen, he'll say take the small steps.
You didn't get that, did you? Moon landing, doesn't matter.
Well, I get the moon landing part of it. I was just wondering if there's some extra relevance that you shoehorned in there, but the relevance here of that 1-2-8 checkout is that it gets Ratajski back within a leg, and all of a sudden that 4-1 he needed from that point becomes a little bit more likely.
Well, that start of 58 from Dobey may be the only invitation that Ratajski needs to get back into this match. If he can break Dobey once, he will get the advantage back of throw. The recovery from Dobey is magnificent, and he just knew it was going to go in. A 9th 180 from Dobey.
Ratajski keeps coming at him. Chris Dobey refusing to be beaten. I repeat, Ratajski keeps coming at him. That's his fourth 180 of this match, but he's had a couple of 177s as well.
It's got to be advantage Ratajski now. Even though he's 24 behind, he's no longer behind. Doing a magnificent job of trying to wrestle in Dobey. Well, look what he's left. 128, which he took out in the last leg. He'll have to go a different route this time. Another maybe needed. Oh, and he gets it. Can he get back-to-back 128 outs? He's got to go the 18s here. It's 60 bull. The setup isn't there, and Dobey will possibly have one dart to go within one.
It is just the one. And his trustiest friend on the dartboard.
Krzysztof, you require 72.
Friend becomes a foe. Biggest shot of the match, and he goes the conventional 36-36. 8 each. And this game just keeps delivering. Ratajski hits the front because he has the advantage of throw now. He's the favourite.
The standard just has not dropped for the entirety of this contest. A 14 dart leg for Ratajski to break the throw, but only off with 55. Very, very few and far between the visits without a big treble from either of these players in this match.
85.
I've got a headache actually watching this. It's been that tense. 16 legs of sheer quality that you will very rarely see.
137.
I just get the feeling that both players looked at the draw and thought, I'm in for a battle here, I'm going to have to get ready for this, and both of them have delivered, and that is now double figures in terms of maximums hit by Hollywood.
If Chris can break Ratajski here, he will throw for the match.
96.
He's got 6 darts from 236, which is very doable the way they've been scoring. But the switches have been good too. The treble 19's been as good a friend as the treble 20 for Dobey. There are certain matches where you don't need stats, you don't need form. You just need to watch and admire.
Dobey on a finish, but Ratajski once again comes a knocking. Found the treble 14,
62.
but not the double top.
Krzysztof, you require 100.
Sensible stuff from Dobey there. We'll come back to that, but Ratajski has a finish of his own in his sights.
Needs a 57. Oh, he gets it. Huge double 18 again. Oh, how good is that? Dobey's now behind, but only because of the brilliance of Krzysztof Ratajski. One missed shot at tops for Dobey for 9-8, and then 1-1-3 gets popped by the pole.
I'm not sure whoever loses this match is going to be able to quite believe that they have lost the match. Chris Dobey in that previous visit, as he tried to finish the job, or tried to finish the job in the leg, went for that treble 14. It was the right thing to do. Often he would have gone for the ball on 82, but it was the right thing to do with 2 darts in hand. Gave himself that dart at double top. Ratajski said, it's the only one you're going to get, mate.
Only a ton of drift. And in this match, that is not enough. There you go, it's not enough.
I can't remember a time when a player has gone to the board needing a finish and not being under at least a little bit of pressure.
They're going to leave the 170. Can he sneak it in the 57? He can! What a dart to leave 132.
33.
Well, he might need to take it out.
He is called Hollywood. 132 is known as a Hollywood shot.
Straight there, Ratajski was looking to land the 25 or the bull, the same section that Dobey will be aiming at here. It is the bull, there's plenty of room, an ocean to the left, but it's flicked off the flight.
63 left, confirmed.
82.
Leaves 50, but if Ratajski takes this, he just deserves it.
42.
He hasn't missed by a mile. But Chris Dobey now looking to deliver a dart in the single 18 and then one in the double 16 to force the last leg shootout that this match deserves.
Yes, it does. Get this hit, Chris. We want a last leg decider. He's got to find the angle from the right-hand side. It's Stephen Bunting country.
34.
And now that could be that, because Ratajski has not been missing doubles all the way through this game.
Same plan. Same outcome. And Dobey has another chance to deliver. Two match darts missed by the Polish Eagle. And the only time the pair of them have flinched is when it has come to the crunch.
Did Chris think it was over? It isn't over. It's 9 each. And this game, if any, deserved a last leg decider. It has been absolutely outrageous.
We've had 14 180s.
Not to mention the 3 177s that Ratajski's had.
Certainly. The scoring has been remarkable. Both players averaging over 104 going into this final leg. Both players over 40% on the finishing. Ratajski better in that department.
This has been one of the most enjoyable matches I've ever witnessed. And that's saying something.
Well, his finishing is why he's been able to live with the onslaught of maximums from Chris Dobey, who's racked up 10.
Who needs another? He needs another. And he's got another! Make that 11!
Well, what a match we've had. And it looks like we're going to get a fitting finale to a quite magical match.
3 double treble visits from Ratajski under this sort of pressure. Just unbelievable stuff, and he might have to go 25 here.
90.
Halves his score. Both on a 90-odd checkout after 9.
Nothing in it. 1 point.
Well, he didn't go double-double. He went for treble 12 and pushed it, and Dobey has one chance to take this away from the Polish Eagle. One chance, and here it comes.
Which way? He's gone for the bull. He's found the 25, so 16. The single here would give him a dart at the bull. It is the bull, but it's tricky. This would be an incredible dart to win an incredible match. And Dobey does it. Hollywood wins a blockbuster. What a game of darts. Paul Nicholson, try and put that into some kind of words.
That game deserved every single piece of drama that it delivered. And it delivered one of the best bullseye finishes you will ever see. The Polish Eagle didn't do much wrong at all, but Hollywood deserves that 10-9 victory, and that 91 checkout will be one of the things he will think about for the next 6 to 12 months. How has he done that, Chris Murphy?
Well, what a way to bring an end to the action here on board 2. Thanks for joining us throughout the day here in Minehead. The UK Open finals continue. The action is continuing on the main stage. You can watch ITV4 if you have been watching us here on board 2 this evening. Gary Anderson 4-1 up against Steve Beaton there. You'll probably get some reaction from Chris Dobey too on ITV, and we'll be back tomorrow from 12:30 with the 5th round. 4 matches from the 5th round in the afternoon and 4 more in the evening as Chris Dobey wins an incredible match to end the action this afternoon. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again tomorrow.